Dexter New Blood episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Dexter or Dexter New Blood, or you're just not entirely sure, well, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. Back to the regular webcam, the wide angle lens I just did not like, and if you want to check out my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood, check it out right here with about 20 seconds left to go in the video, and of course I'll remind you to check that out at the end of the video, just in case you want to see my initial thoughts when the episode first aired. This will be Dexter New Blood, Episode 4. The title of this episode is called H is for Hero. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing rewatching the episode yesterday. Ghost Deb wonders why Kurt Caldwell lied. She's doing her thing where she puts all the photos of the case on the floor and studies them like she did in the original run of Dexter. Dexter gets a call from Angela, and Angela says she was right. Matt Caldwell skipped town, but she's surprised that Dexter talked and heard about this from Kurt Caldwell. Harrison says a line Aunt Deb used to say, "Fuck nuggets." Now, me personally, I don't recall Deb saying "fuck nuggets," but she says some crazy, stupid shit with swear words, so it wouldn't surprise me. Ghost Deb is in Dexter's thoughts all the time, he tells Harrison. Kurt Caldwell goes to the station to talk to Angela. She wants to close the missing persons case. She wants to speak with Matt Caldwell. Kurt tells Angela that he may have been high on something. Podcaster Molly has slept with Logan. Angela gets annoyed with Molly and says she's going to arrest her for interference. Is that probable cause? Is it? Angela wants Logan to run Matt's credit card since Kurt says he's staying at a hotel in New York. Harrison listens to the Mary Fucking Kill podcast about the Trinity Killer, and we see images of Rita and Arthur Mitchell, aka the Trinity Killer, and Rita Morgan, Dexter's former wife. That's Harrison's mother that was killed in the bathtub. Amber Alert, or I don't know if it was actually an Amber Alert or called something else in this show, but multiple injuries at the school and Harrison is involved. Dexter finds out from a call from Angela, so Dexter rushes to the school. Ethan, who we just met, wanted to get revenge on all the kids bullying him and teasing him, so he wanted Harrison to help out with it. So Ethan actually tried to cut Harrison with a knife, but Harrison wrestled it away from him, according to Harrison, and then Harrison was injured a little bit, but he'll be all right. Back at home, or in his closet, I think, his room, but it's like a closet in my opinion, Harrison has taken his antibiotics. He says he's pretty freaked out. Ghost Deb calls Dexter the world's greatest dad. So different than you, Harrison is. Dexter questions Harrison's story about being stabbed. Dexter tells Ghost Deb that the stab story Harrison told Angela doesn't quite match up. Harrison goes to visit Ethan in the hospital. He doesn't get a chance to talk to Ethan because Ethan's passed out, probably on pain medication or something like that. But he talks to Ethan's parents. His dad tells him they never want to see him again, but before that, his dad was actually like, "Thank you. This could have been a lot worse. You made it a lot less, but we never want to see you again." While the mom was a complete fucking bitch. Dexter goes to the station to see the photos of the stabbing of Harrison and Ethan. And then Dexter goes back to the crime scene. Dexter tells Ghost Deb nothing matches Harrison's story. Deb tells Dexter he can't stand that Harrison is a hero. But the spatter doesn't lie, as Deb had stabbed Dexter and it didn't match up with the spatter patterns. But when Dexter stabbed Ghost Deb, when Deb was walking away with her back turned, the spatter, the blood spatter actually matched. The pattern matched. So, yeah, Harrison stabbed Ethan first, with Ethan's back turned to Harrison. So Kurt shows up at Dexter's place. He wants to show Iron Lake's own hero a little appreciation. Kurt wants to shake his hand, and now that I think about it, I don't know if Ethan's back was turned not. It just might be Harrison was going forward, and that caused that spatter pattern. I'm not entirely sure, and I don't quite remember. Anyway, Dexter lets Kurt Caldwell in, and Kurt has bought Harrison a drone. Kurt talks about Matt Caldwell and calls him a fuck up, his own son, and Dexter realizes that Kurt was fishing and Dexter nibbled. That's a good line. Angela informs Dexter that no charges are going to be filed against Harrison for what happened with Ethan. Dexter thinks Harrison brought his own weapon to the school that day. Molly stops by the station and tells Angela she has a peace offering: alcohol. Molly found one of the missing girls. She's alive and well. Molly wants to be let in on Angela's theory. And Angela tells Molly she got a reputation of a cop who would listen. Molly wants to form an alliance. Even in the game Risk, you could form an alliance, but alliances can be broken. I fucking love the game Risk. Although playing a board game is really annoying, I'd rather do it on an app, but I love the fucking board game Risk. But anyway, that's another story. Angela has left Kurt a message that he doesn't answer. And, of course, she has a couple questions for Kurt Caldwell. Mainly, hey, I need to talk to Matt to clear this missing persons case. We meet Chloe, and she wants more money from Kurt Caldwell. He says he can't keep giving her money, but he offers her a job. Coach/Sergeant Logan talks to all the kids that were on Ethan's kill list. Dexter goes snooping in Harrison's room, or as I like to call it, a closet. And Zach gives Harrison a shout out. Now, personally, he doesn't hold anything against Harrison, and mentions how people picked on him for years. Says that Ethan was a victim despite him being a psychopath. Kurt takes Chloe to his cabin. Dexter finds a straight razor in Harrison's flashlight. Ghost Dev says that's the one that Trinity used to kill Rita and other women in bathtubs. Not the exact one, but a replica. So he's mimicking what Trinity used. He was born in blood, just like you. Dexter says he has my dark passenger to end the episode. So, pretty fun episode of Dexter compared to those last two, Storm of Fuck and Smoke Signals. I didn't really like that much, but this one was much more interesting. Like, when I sat down to watch it, I only got up a few times just to do some random things for like a minute or two, where the other ones I kept getting up every 5 minutes and like trying to get through the episodes. So, I'm going to score this episode an 8.5 out of 10. My character of the episode is going to be Harrison, my male one. And my female character, I'm going to give it to Molly. Because, well, Angela can't have all the spotlight in Dexter New Blood. And then what was the point of Ethan? Where did that really go? We saw that Harrison had a dark passenger of sorts, as my nose itches all of a sudden. But he's introduced in one episode, and we don't see him after, this episode. So he gets 2 episodes, and I just don't like how they introduced him and he's done. So that kind of bothered me. Some things about Dexter New Blood, like these other characters aside from Dexter and Angela, and maybe Harrison to a degree, and Kirk Caldwell, they don't get much development. If they are shown, they're shown quickly, and then they're not talked about much. So I'll still give it an 8.5 because I did enjoy the episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter New Blood, which I hope you are if you're watching this video, and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, of course, you can be a fan of Dexter too. Make sure you Hulk smash that like button. Share this video with anybody that you know that's a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood. You can put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Dexter New Blood. What would you score the episode? Who would be your male and female character of the episode if you can't choose Dexter as the male character? Any thoughts you have? And remember to check out my original review of this episode of Dexter New Blood right here. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, you're watching the video anyway, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.